Hey, good morning, guys. Today we're in Manila. It was once known as the Pearl of the Orient. And before history changes everything, let's experience the Manila people once called home. Oh, rain's calling.
Finn, be careful. Good luck.
I've got this. Before we continue, and still one of Asia's greatest cities. But in just a few weeks, nearly everything you're seeing will be destroyed during the Battle of Manila. I could spend all day exploring this place.
Extra! Bagong balita!
Hey, boy!
Magandang umaga po.
Good morning! My Tagalog still needs work, guys. People were still going to work. Kids were still selling newspapers. Life just kept going. Nobody knew that this beautiful city would become one of the most devastated capitals of World War II.
Hello, mister! Hi!
Filipinos have always been known for their hospitality, and this is how people explored Manila in 1945. I have a feeling I'm going to remember this ride for the rest of my life. Every city has its own smell. Manila, I think it's coffee, horses, and the sea. And somehow, it already feels like home. This is called a rondalla, a musical tradition that's been part of Filipino culture for generations. And in 1945, you could hear it almost anywhere in Manila. Narinig mo ba? Papalapit na raw ang labanan. That's the first time today I've seen people look genuinely worried. Whatever they're talking about, I don't think it's good. By February 1945, American forces had returned to Manila. A famous promise, "I shall return," was finally becoming reality. But no one here knew what would happen next. A lot of people don't know this, but Binondo is the oldest Chinatown in the world. And in 1945, this was the beating heart of Manila's commerce. Historians spend a lot of time talking about battles and dates. But this one? Now I understand why people have been coming back for Binondo's hopia for generations. It's good, huh? People always remember war. This was also a city of readers, teachers, and dreamers.
Minsan ang mga aklat ang huling saksi.
I'm gonna assume that was wise.
It means books are the last witnesses.
Oh, you're right. It's funny. You travel far enough, and eventually you realize every city is trying to teach you something. Now, let's go see what Manila's next generation is dreaming about. It's hard to imagine that just a few streets away, soldiers are marching through Manila.
Magandang umaga po, kuya.
Good morning. And here, life goes on. By early 1945, many schools in Manila had already experienced years of disruption from the occupation. But wherever children could gather, classes continued.
You must be the gentleman my students have been talking about.
Wait, me?
I'm Isabel Santos. I teach here.
Finn, it's nice to finally meet someone around here who can keep up with all the questions. So, Isabel, how long have you been teaching here?
Almost 6 years, long enough to know who's paying attention and who's only pretending.
And do you live nearby?
Just across the river with my mother and my brother.
You've got a classroom full of students who seem to adore you. Was teaching always the plan?
Not at all. When I was their age, I wanted to be a writer.
Really?
Then I discovered children are much louder than books.
Every teacher I've ever met says they love children.
Oh, I never said that.
No?
I love teaching them.
That's very different, okay? Can I ask you a strange question, Isabel?
Depende.
Do you ever feel like you're experiencing a moment you'll remember for the rest of your life while it's happening?
I think that's why I became a teacher.
Well, sounds like that's your cue.
And if you ever find your way back here, Mr. Finn, I expect an answer.
Deal.
Goodbye, Mr. Finn.
See you around, Miss Santos. Nice meeting her, though. Anyway, by early 1945, many residents believed Manila would be liberated with minimal damage. And honestly, looking around, but they were wrong. American aircraft had already begun appearing regularly over parts of the Philippines by early 1945. For the people of Manila, however, life still went on. Manila had managed to avoid the worst of the war for several years. That was about to change. Fort Santiago offered one of the clearest views of Manila. And on days like this, it also offered something else. The first signs that the war had finally reached the city. Guys, people are starting to take shelter now. I think we're gonna head inside and see what's happening. Thousands of Filipino civilians sought shelter in churches like this, believing these thick stone walls would keep them safe. It's sad, not all of them would live to see the end of the battle. I've never seen Intramuros this quiet. Everyone who could has already taken shelter.